What if everything you believed about financial security was wrong? You work hard, earn a decent salary, and pay your bills. So why does it feel like you're barely staying afloat? The truth is, millions of middle-class professionals are quietly slipping into poverty, and most won't realize it until it's too late. Rising costs, stagnant wages, and crushing debt are creating a financial disaster. If you notice even a few of these 15 warning signs in your own life, you might already be part of the new poor. So, without any delay, let's get started. Number 1. Living paycheck to paycheck with no financial cushion. Earning a stable salary should mean financial security. But if you're struggling to make it to the next payday, you're already at risk. Over 60% of middle-class professionals now live paycheck to paycheck, unable to save even a small percentage of their income. If losing your job would leave you broke in weeks, financial danger is closer than you think. Number 2. Relying on credit cards to maintain a middle-class lifestyle. If most of your expenses go on credit rather than savings, you're caught in a financial trap. With U.S. credit card debt surpassing $1.1 trillion and interest rates above 20%, paying off balances becomes nearly impossible. The wealthy use credit for investments, but if you're using it just to cover bills, you're heading straight toward financial instability. Number 3. Housing costs are consuming more than 30% of your income. Homeownership is no longer a sign of stability, it's becoming a financial burden. In cities like New York and San Francisco, even six-figure earners struggle with sky-high rents. If your rent or mortgage takes up more than 30% of your income, you risk being house poor, meaning you own a home but can't afford much else, leaving you financially vulnerable. Number 4. You can't handle a $1,000 emergency expense without borrowing. One medical bill, car repair, or sudden expense shouldn't ruin your finances. Yet, nearly 57% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency without taking on debt. If you don't have a financial safety net, you're just one unexpected crisis away from struggling to stay afloat. Proof that financial stability is slipping for middle-class professionals. Number 5. Your job feels less secure due to AI and automation. Automation, AI, and corporate downsizing are replacing jobs at an alarming rate. In 2024, major companies like Google, Amazon, and Meta laid off over 100,000 workers. Relying on just one paycheck is now a dangerous game. If you aren't constantly upgrading your skills or creating alternative income streams, you're putting yourself at serious financial risk. Number 6. Your salary stagnates while inflation drains your buying power. Even if you're getting small raises, your money isn't stretching as far. With inflation rising faster than wage growth, the middle class is earning more on paper but struggling to afford essentials. If your income isn't keeping up with inflation, you're actually getting poorer each year, making it crucial to find new ways to increase your earnings. Number 7. Basic necessities, like food, gas, and utilities, feel like luxuries. 5 years ago, buying groceries, filling up your car, and paying utility bills felt manageable. Now, those everyday expenses drain a huge chunk of your paycheck. When the price of essential goods doubles in just a few years, middle-class professionals are forced to make tough financial choices, proving that affordability is slipping out of reach. Number 8. Buy now, pay later. Services are becoming your financial lifeline. Retailers have turned debt into a way of life, making it easy to spend beyond your means. Over 45 million Americans now use buy now, pay later services just to afford essentials like groceries. If you need to finance daily necessities, you're already trapped in a financial cycle that could push you into long-term debt and economic hardship. Number 9. Avoiding healthcare due to high costs, even when you need it. Skipping medical checkups and delaying necessary treatments because of high costs is a serious warning sign. In the U.S., nearly 38% of middle-class Americans avoid medical care due to expensive doctor visits and prescriptions. When affording healthcare feels impossible, you're not financially stable. You're just one medical emergency away from complete financial devastation. Number 10. Retirement is becoming a distant, unreachable dream. Pensions are disappearing, Social Security is uncertain, and most people's retirement savings won't last a decade. The average American has less than $100,000 saved, far from enough to retire comfortably. If you're not actively building wealth and investing in cash flow assets, you'll be forced to work long past retirement age, making financial freedom feel like an impossible goal. Number 11. Depending on government assistance to cover basic expenses. If programs like Social Security, food assistance, or tax credits are the only thing keeping you afloat, you're in financial trouble. Relying on the government means your security is out of your hands. If a recession hits or policies change, your safety net disappears overnight. True financial stability means self-sufficiency, not hoping the government will always provide. Number 12. You're working multiple jobs, but still struggling to get ahead. Side hustles are great for financial growth, but if you're juggling multiple jobs just to survive, your financial situation isn't stable. Over 50% of middle-class workers now rely on second jobs because one paycheck isn't enough. If you're constantly exhausted but still falling behind on bills, it's a sign that wages alone can't sustain a middle-class lifestyle anymore. Number 13. Your debt-to-income ratio is skyrocketing and feels unmanageable. Even if you earn a decent salary, excessive debt can wipe out your financial progress. With the average American carrying nearly $90,000 in personal debt, high monthly payments make it impossible to build savings. If a significant portion of your income goes toward paying off loans, you're not building wealth. You're just working to stay afloat. Number 14. A college degree no longer guarantees financial stability. Once seen as a golden ticket to success, a college degree no longer guarantees financial security. Many graduates are underpaid, overwhelmed with student debt, and struggling to find meaningful work. If you've invested heavily in education but still can't afford a stable lifestyle, it's proof that traditional career paths aren't as reliable as they once were. Number 15. You're putting in more hours, but your wealth isn't growing. Working longer hours used to mean financial growth, but today it barely helps you keep up. Middle-class workers are spending more time on the job but saving less than previous generations. If you feel like you're constantly grinding but never truly getting ahead, you're experiencing the harsh reality of modern financial struggles in 2025. Why some countries are thriving, while the West struggles. While Western middle-class professionals are drowning in debt and struggling to afford necessities, some countries are thriving. Nations like Singapore, China, and India focus on high savings, low consumer debt, and strong entrepreneurial support. Their governments encourage small businesses, while citizens prioritize financial discipline over luxury spending. With a culture of saving 30 to 50% of income, they remain financially resilient, proving that smart economic habits lead to long-term stability. How to avoid becoming the new poor. Escaping financial decline requires a shift in mindset and habits. Stop living paycheck to paycheck by building multiple income streams and aggressively saving. Cut unnecessary expenses, avoid lifestyle inflation, and invest in assets that generate cash flow. Prioritize financial education, seek global opportunities, and consider relocating to lower-cost areas. The middle class is disappearing, but those who adapt will secure their financial future and avoid becoming the new poor. The middle class isn't just shrinking, it's disappearing. If you don't adapt, you will be left behind. The signs are clear: rising debt, job insecurity, and vanishing savings. But you still have time to take control. Cut unnecessary expenses, build multiple income streams, and invest wisely. Do you see these warning signs in your own life? Comment below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more financial survival strategies. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.